we are going to get into our discussion on our unlocks, and we're also going to talk about the meta, our thoughts on the meta this season. We didn't get a chance to go through our unlocks for all of May and June. So what we are going to do, we are going to pick our top 5, right? Top 5 favorite unlocks, variants. Are we going to go through all the cards we unlocked totally, or just our top 5 out of all this list that we love?
I would go with what new characters we got.
Okay.
And then our top 5 favorite variants. And then if we have any others, we want to comment on like the seeming redundancy of having summer vacation variants for characters whose base cards are summer vacation variants.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the cards being themed, but it's like, okay, so how about for a variant, we get them in their natural setting?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, yeah, the only one that didn't seem like a beach vacation variant, I don't think Submariner was. And then Jeff was just in his dolphin costume, which he actually wore canonically at the beach. But yeah, so like Quicksand, because I finished it and got the Quicksand variant at the end of the ladder as well. So we have Quicksand, who I actually have seen in comics, even have a hero click over.
Oh, okay.
So we've got Quicksand erupting from the beach with smoothies, which, again, not a Quicksand scholar, but I don't believe she primarily uses her powers to deliver smoothies. And then we have another variant of her decked out in Hawaiian garb and doing the limbo. Which, nothing wrong with that, but we've got 2 Quicksand hanging out at the beach.
One of them, though, is a beach variant.
Yeah. And the other one is just the base card.
Yeah.
And I haven't read a lot of comics with Venus. I know she's a member of the Agents of Atlas, but like her base card is her singing karaoke at a pool. Maybe that is a thing she does.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did, once I upgraded the card a little, my custom card of her has the psychedelic background with the 2099 Neon Nights border, because I've got so many of those that even if they did an entire 2099 season, I'd still have Neon Nights frames.
Don't get me started. I don't... They don't have to produce so many of these 2099 borders and have so little 2099 characters available, which we only have 1, right? Like, we've
got 2.
So that's obviously Spider-Man 2099. Who else am I missing?
Doom
2099. Okay.
But I think what it is, I think 2099 has a decent profile in Marvel Rivals. That's where those were introduced. So I think that's what it's a reference to.
Okay.
So maybe if you're into Marvel Rivals and have a bunch of Marvel Rivals variants or the Marvel Rivals characters, it's cool to put them in a 2099 frame.
No, don't make it a border that's featured on a ladder of some sort. And get off my soapbox now because I was upset. Anyway.
Here, I'm going to cheer you up by sending you the Venus, whatever, 2 syllables.
I'm your Phoenix.
My
I'm
Phoenix
on fire.
Venus, dang it, custom card, and it's really the psychedelic background with
that does look good. Yeah, that looks good because she stands out from that, which is really cool. I like that. Very good.
So there you go.
As of July 3rd, I was at collector level 26,104. I had 350 tokens at that time. Spoiler alert, I just hit 3,000, got another 3,000 today. So I still got a little bit to get a 4,000 pack here. 16 new cards altogether. I got 2 super rares, and I think they were back to back almost. So, yeah, there's a couple in between that. But I'll go ahead and go down the cards, the new characters that I was able to unlock here. So I got Kate Bishop Hawkeye, Shang-Chi, Master of the Ten Rings, Major Victory, Fantasticar.
Are you sure you got Shang-Chi Master of the Ten Rings, or did you just get the Ten Rings variant of base Shang-Chi?
I am absolutely certain that I got the 10.
I just say that because I've played somebody put down Shang-Chi with the 10 rings on turn 6, and I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. And then he destroyed a big card, and I'm like, oh. It's regular Shang-Chi.
Yep.
He just has the 10 rings.
Yep.
Okay.
Confusing. I got Major Victory, Fantasticar, Ikari, Airwalker, Maverick, Stick, Spider-Punk, Terrax the Tamer. That was obvious.
Nice.
That was a 2-packer, 2-in-1 pack there.
Marvel 2-in-1. If you
Yeah. A Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is one I've been wanting for a while, and I have used him, and he is really useful.
I used him a bunch in Grand Arena. They
Okay.
had different players do the teams rather than you make a custom deck. You took somebody's deck that they had built around the featured characters, and there's a lot of Cosmic Ghost Rider in this.
I then got Awesome Andy. I feel like that was a 2-in-1 as well. And then Quicksand, Jeff the Baby Dolphin. As you can see, this is me making the decision here toward the very end of things to get the season pass. And so shortly after that, I then got Bruce Banner and Deafening Chord. These two that, like, there are a few that have one right after the other. I should have kept track to see how many. Now, granted, this is 2 months worth of characters, so I'm pretty certain the previous season, I had gotten a situation where I'd gotten 2-in-1 packs. So, yeah, like I said, a total of 16 new cards over those 2 months. Let me go ahead and I'll pick out my favorites here. I'm a fan of Brett Bean.
Okay.
Most of his stuff that he does, I just love the way that it look. I think I have a Brett Bean Hulk, but the one that I got that I really liked, I got a Brett Bean variant of Man Spider. And
okay.
Yeah, it's the one where he looks like Animal playing the drums. It looks really cool. I really, really dig that. As far as pixels go, I ended up with a Pixel Captain Marvel, which I thought looked really good. So I'm going to go with that as my number 2 favorite variant that I got this season, or over these 2 seasons. And then I'll definitely throw out the Peach Momoko Nightmare Carnage, which is one of the super rares that I got. And if you look at the Peach Momoko Nightmare variants, they're all pretty disturbing. This one is pretty messed up because Carnage is just kind of sitting there, but all of his tendrils are kind of coming off of him in some way. It just not like extending really far out, but I remember his face is sitting there and it just looks like tentacles coming off of his face. It's pretty frightening. So that's 3. I got a Pixel Leader as well, which we made fun of. I think if I remember right, we made fun of his Pixel avatar. But I like that Pixel Leader that I got.
Works as a full card.
Yes, it does. And I got an AJ Nazaro Sauron, which looked really good. Classic looking Sauron. I'll send this one to you.
Classic Sauron, so like the blazing eye atop the tower.
No, wrong property.
No, but we did over on Magazines and Monsters, on one of those Marvel fanfare issues we read, there was a flashback that showed young Carl Lycos reading Lord of the Rings. So
oh, really?
That's how he came up with the name.
And there you go. So that takes me up to 5. Those are my 5 favorites that I got out of there.
Oh, fine.
On your end of things, what did you get?
I think if I counted right, I got a total of 18 new characters between the 2 months.
Okay.
I got the season pass last season too, so I got Shadowlands Daredevil. I forgot until I looked at it here that I got Surtur. Needless to say, I haven't tried him out. Ikari, I used him quite a bit. Storm, Horseman of Famine. I don't know that she's in any decks now, but I put her in a lot of decks. Oh, no, she is in one. She's in my Jim Hammond deck.
Okay.
Because I figure if I'm going to have a bunch of extra power, then I might have 2 turns in a row where I don't use all of it. So she comes in handy. Stick, I've used him quite a bit. Wilson Fisk, I don't think I used until High Voltage rolled around. Karen Page, I used and moved on. I started to sound like Matt Murdock. My next unlock, special packs just of chibis. And you know how much I love chibis.
Wow. Chibis.
That they had chibi variants of that I didn't have. You had 12 or 13 chibi variants. But the thing is, there were 2 variants in there that I didn't have the base card of.
Oh, gotcha. So you're taking a shot at trying to get these other cards. Okay.
Yeah. So first I got a Chibi Forge.
Right.
Not the greatest, and then I was like, I probably just wasted 1,400 tokens or whatever. But you know what? I'll try it one more time. and I got a chibi Fin Fang Foom.
Oh,
I didn't have Fin Fang Foom.
nice.
So instead of the 6,000 tokens I almost spent on Fin Fang Foom a while back, I got a Fin Fang Foom for like 1,400 tokens.
Perfect.
So, yeah, that worked out well. Then I got Jeff the Baby Dolphin.
Nice. Very nice.
Then I got my first double pack with Venus and Muse.
Oh, how much have you used Muse?
Not at all. Just as much as I've used Circle. Although I'm more likely to get... Well, I'll use both of them eventually, but I don't know. I've still never used Malekith. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's some possibility with Malekith, and I've got Malekith as well. I just haven't... I wanted to put him in a Cerebro deck.
And I've used Magus on purpose.
On purpose.
Then I got Quicksand. Then I got my Monstro Jubilee Silver Surfer double decker there.
Man.
Let's see. There weren't new characters, but I got a ink split of Blob and a gold split of Mockingbird.
Nice.
Then opened a regular season 5 pack and got Jim Hammond Human Torch, and I'm like, my luck must be coming to an end. But it was a good ride. And I got Triton. And then I opened another Season 5 pack and got Cosmic Ghost Rider and Polaris Horseman of Pestilence.
Daggone, dude. Wow. Very nice.
So, yeah, that's what I picked up over the past couple seasons. Like I said, I was sitting here waiting on the company that provides my internet to come and fix my internet. Turns out it wasn't the vast conspiracy I'd talked myself into. It was just some equipment that needed replaced. No problem. They did good. So I ranked my top 5.
Okay.
And I even have pictures ready to go for you.
Oh, I can't wait. Good.
Okay, so number 5, no disrespect to Eduardo Mello and the folks who do the regular snap art. It's great. But I always like when an artist I recognize from the comics has a variant in there, because the comics are what got me into this. So, and this one, I've got another variant by him. You'll recognize the art. I don't want to say not necessarily one of my favorite artists, but when they're on the right project, he's great. And I remember reading him on Generation X a lot, so it's always good to see some Terry Dodson artwork. So
okay.
I got Jane Foster, Mighty Thor, Terry Dodson.
Ooh, nice.
It's a little tough because I already have like a Mike Deodato Jane Foster, so I've already got some awesome Jane Foster variants, but I got this one in one of the event shops.
Very cool. I see you threw the snow border on there.
Yeah, which doesn't match a lot of my other Asgardians with gold cosmic, but I got to do something with those snowflake borders.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure she can make a snowstorm. I'm surprised only one of this guy's variants made it on here. Some people may not like it because his variants are throughout the game and they don't necessarily reflect the comics, but I would say this is the variant that most looks like the representation of this character I know from the comics, and that's a Dan Hipp Lady Death. Or just
Ooh,
Death.
Yes.
Because that's the only one where Death is a skeleton lady, which is how I see her most of the time. And then you got Thanos and Deadpool in there. I always like the little cameos on the cards. Maybe that's the top 5 we should do, the top 5 cameos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I like that one. Then this one, I think I got it in one of the shops. That's what I like most about these events. Sure, you get a card, but you can load up on some cool variants. And this is one that I have wanted for a while. It's been in the game almost since this character was introduced. I know I was a little disappointed because the base card for Werewolf by Night was the new version, not the original.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a pretty sweet representation of the original drawn by Greg Land, and that's the Legion of Monsters variant for Werewolf by Night, where he's just jumping the claws out.
This one, I've had this one for a little bit. When you animate this thing, it's awesome.
Okay, I got to get it there, and that's another one that I wasn't necessarily looking for a new one because I've got that but Silver Age or Bronze Age variant with a cover from Werewolf by Night that I love.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Pretty
I like
awesome.
That one.
Okay, the next one is another one that's been around for a while, and I've wanted it, and I've seen variants of this guy in the shop over and over, and I almost thought I imagined this one because I just hadn't seen it in ages. I think I was using a Dan Hipp version because then all the cards it creates are Dan hypnotized, if you will, as well. But the version of Ereshkigal we got is the version from the movies, and it's pretty cool. But I like the classic Jack Kirby style version. Now, this was by Eduardo Mello, the main for Snap, but I like that throwback Kirby look for the Celestials.
I like it.
I hope they give us a traditional variant when we finally get Oneg Kroger in the game.
That's a super rare right there that you got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then last but not least, or in some ways least, is a variant for a card I almost never use. Even when I try to find ways, she gets phased out of the deck pretty quick. But this variant is so daggone cool that I want to use this card in more decks. It's not even necessarily a favorite character, but you look at this Victor Faro Electra and tell me you don't want to put that in a deck.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Painted, it looks like kind of a cross between Alex Ross and Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yes.
I think that's from the Electra Assassin graphic novel that Frank Miller did, if I'm not mistaken, with she's only got one side and that ridiculous gun that even Cable would be like, not bad. I just love that, and I'm like, I gotta find a deck to put Electra in just to
have that. Right.
That card.
I used to use her a lot. I loved using her against Sunspot. It's not too often that you find a good deck that you think she could play up against, because
a lot of times people don't even bother with the one cost. Right. It seems like.
Right.
But yeah, that card's awesome.
Yeah, 100% agree. Your Jane Foster was a super rare too, it looks like. So a couple super rares there.
Like I said, those were ones I got with the prize units or whatever you get in the games.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what'd you think? Did you run into anything as far as the meta goes this season? Any craziness happening as far as you were playing?
Not really. A lot of empowered stuff. A lot of Venus. A lot of Jeff. I didn't see Surfer Jubilee as much as I thought I would, and I did use her a bunch, but then I kind of went away. She can get pretty ridiculous at times. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, then I started messing around with Jim Hammond. Actually, it wasn't so much that I got Jim Hammond, but that somebody used, and I can't believe I never thought of this, but played Symbiote Spider-Man, then dropped the Fallen one, then merged him with Symbiote Spider-Man. Suddenly they had 12 energy.
Oh, man. That's one card I have not gotten at Symbiote Spider-Man. I've been wanting to get him for a while. I've been playing mostly the luck of the draw, just see what I get. Well, as far as I think I mentioned earlier, this past season, I definitely did not play a whole lot. The previous season, I think, when we were talking, I think I might have mentioned I didn't play a whole lot then either. Just mostly work stuff and just trying to get back into it. It's one of those things where you get a little burnout sometimes you're playing, and I need to really start mixing things up with the decks and getting some cards going. Not since Mother Ascani have I been like really, really excited about playing some new cards. I have, though, progressed in my goal of trying to upgrade my cards in a systematic way. So right now I'm trying to upgrade every single card to 200. This has really slowed things down for me as far as making my way through the cards. When you're getting all the oh my goodness, I think you go frame breaks. All of those I was able to knock out those pretty easy, because that's only 25, and I could do 4 cards with 100 freaking credits. Now I'm spending 200 per card. Now I'm getting 4 to go up the ladder each time I do that, but I'm spending 200 per card, so it's not moving very fast. I'm getting to a point where I'm going to try and bring this up. I doubt it's going to go fast at all, but I'm getting to a point where I don't have the boosters for cards to even get past 200. I have a fair amount of cards that I've already run into that I can't upgrade to animated because I don't have the boosters for those cards.
Yeah.
I've only made it to like the D's. So I'll go through just real quick to kind of tell you which ones I can't update or I can't upgrade. Let's look here. So Aranya currently I have 2 variants, 13 boosters. Black Swan, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variants. She has 7 boosters. We got Blob, 4 variants. He only has 10 boosters. So I'm not going to be able to take these guys to animated. I got Bruce Banner, who's got 0. I just got him. He's new. Captain America with 2 variants. Only have a total of 7 boosters there, so I can't really upgrade them anything past animated. And I think that's kind of where things stop because Dazzler's up next, and she has enough boosters pretty easily. But then I want to hit Deadpool. Deadpool luckily has 356 boosters here, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variants. So that means Deadpool's going to get to animated, but I want to have to spend 160 boosters in order to do that. That's going to leave me with 190. So when we come back around, what's the next level? So it goes 200 and then 300, right?
Yeah.
So when we come back around, I'm only going to be able to do that with a couple cards, and I'm going to have way more sitting there.
Yeah, I'm not very systematic about mine. There's a couple decks I want to get all ink split or all gold split.
Right.
So that's mainly what I work on, and I just go with whatever variant is closest to that. And like, there's a few that I've done enough times. Like, I finally got Colleen Wing gold split. The only one I need in my Tom Gordon closer deck to gold split is Bullseye. And I've run out of boosters for him, but he's usually on one of my bonus ones whenever they refresh and give you the deals to upgrade the ones you don't have boosters for. And I think I use some of the new like wild boosters or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
To get one of his cards to infinite. I've only got the one variant of him.
Right.
I wish there was a variant, maybe the Dan Hipp one, that would make me hate him slightly less. No, I think I told you last time there was an issue of Fantastic Four that Ryan North wrote where I didn't hate Bullseye.
Oh.
Where Bullseye actually did something good.
All right.
And interesting. That was also in character.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Good. Ryan North Fantastic Four is just so
good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, aside from that, I really haven't done. I wish I could say I put a lot into getting the season pass was nice. I did that near the end, but still haven't made use of those cards. But I got a bunch of cool variants, which was fine with me. So
yeah.
Well, with that being said, that ends our discussion about the meta, and we talked about some of our favorite unlocks. Thanks a lot for joining us. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of Snap Material.